We are going to learn the Ten Commandments today and have fun doing it. You know, there was a Gallup poll years ago that showed that 85% of Americans believe that the Ten Commandments are binding, and yet only 15% could name half of those 10 commandments. They're binding, but who knows what they are. Well, we're going to fix that today, and we're going to have fun doing it. Welcome to Truth Talk with Ed Skipper, published every Monday and Thursday at 6 a.m., where I take the truth of Scripture and apply it to your daily life. Now, we are going to summarize each of the 10 commandments, and then later on in other videos, I'll look at each of them in more detail. One of the ways you can remember where the 10 commandments are found is to take 10 and double it, 20, Exodus 20, and also take 10 and cut it in half to 5, Deuteronomy chapter 5. The 10 commandments are repeated. So let's go. Here we go. First commandment. I want you to follow along with me. Put up one finger, standing for the first commandment, and you can shake it. This is you are to have no other gods. One only, no other gods. All right, the second commandment, 2 fingers, and they are bowing down. You shall not worship or make idols. You shall not make idols. And now we have the third commandment. I've got 3 fingers, the 3 middle fingers. And the third commandment is you shall not use the Lord's name in vain or misuse the name of the Lord. I'm going to take those fingers and put them over my mouth. Shut my mouth. Do not take the Lord's name in vain. The fourth commandment, I've got 4 fingers up, all but the thumb, and I'm resting my head on those 4 fingers, and that is observe the Sabbath day. Observe the Sabbath day. So there we have the first 4 that have to do with our relationship with God. Just a quick review again. 1 finger up stands for you to have no other gods. Number 2 fingers bowing down. You shall not make idols. Number 3, you shall not use the Lord's name in vain or misuse the name of the Lord, as I take those fingers to my mouth. And number 4, resting my head on those 4 fingers, remember or observe the Sabbath day. So let's move on to 5 to 10, which is our relationship with people. Number 5, I've got all 5 fingers up, and I'm giving a high five to my parents. Honor your father and mother. Number 6, I've got 5 fingers on one hand and 1 on the other, and it looks like a gun as my thumb is down. You shall not commit murder. That's number 6. Number 7, I've got one hand laying flat, representing the floor of a church, and I've got 2 fingers on the other hand upside down on that floor, representing a bride and a groom. This stands for wedding vows. Number 7, you shall not commit adultery. So let's review those 3 that we've just done that have to do with our relationship with people. Number 5, high-fiving the parents. Honor your father and mother. Number 6, I have 5 fingers on one hand and 1 on the other with a thumb down, representing a gun. You shall not commit murder. Number 7, again, is the hand is flat, 2 fingers up, and they go down, representing a bride and a groom making wedding vows. You shall not commit adultery. Now let's do the last 3, which have to do also with our relationships with people. I've got 5 fingers on one hand and 3 fingers on the other hand, and the 5 are taking the 3 across. They are stealing. So you shall not steal. Number 9, I've got 5 fingers up and 4 fingers up, all but the thumb. The thumb is going around and touching the other fingers, telling lies. Number 9 is you shall not give false testimony. And finally, number 10, got all 10 fingers up, and they're bowing, so to speak, towards me. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You shall not covet. So let's review those last 3 that have to do again with relationships with people. Number 8, I've got 5 fingers and 3, and the 5 are taking the 3, stealing. You shall not steal. Number 9, 9 fingers up except for the thumb. The thumb is going around touching the other fingers. You shall not give false testimony. And number 10, both hands, all fingers up, facing your face, and it is gimme, gimme, gimme. You shall not covet. That's the 10th commandment. So there we have it. Now, make sure that you like and that you share this video or this podcast. Make sure you stay tuned as we take a look at every single 10 commandment in the future. And the last episode tells you the purpose of the moral law in the Old Testament. Very important. That's episode 200, and I will include a link in the description. And until next time, may you remember the 10 commandments.